Hey Kipsters, it's Miss Tatum, and during this part of the lesson, what you're gonna watch me do is two important things, right? I'm gonna model for you how to read and annotate, and the second thing that I'm really excited about is I am going to show you how to use the Draw It feature on Nearpod, okay? And so first things first is I am going to be following these 4 steps as I read and annotate, okay? And so as we're reading, the first thing is that we want to make sure and chunk our text, okay? The reason why we chunk our text is so that we know to stop about every 2 to 4 paragraphs to help monitor our thinking, okay? And when I stop, I'm asking myself these questions, right? Who's the main character of the story? What does the main character want? What is the setting? If I find the answers to these questions as I'm reading my chunk, I'm gonna highlight them, okay? And then lastly, I'm gonna write down a gist in the margin of the text so I can go back and reference anything important that I wrote down. Again, I wanna stamp that the gist is gonna be less than 10 words, okay? And so what you're gonna do right now is just watch me and see me follow these 4 steps, okay? Before I start reading, I do want to introduce you to the Draw It feature on Nearpod, okay? And so on your screen, when you do this independently, you're going to see a few things at the bottom, okay? There's a pen, a highlighter, a text box, a picture, which we're not going to use, and an eraser, okay? And so today I'm mostly going to be using these 2, the highlighter and the text box. So I'm going to go ahead and click my highlighter. I'm going to pick orange because I'm a Podair Tiger. And I'm gonna have it ready so I can highlight things that are important as I read. So we're gonna be reading the first 2 paragraphs from the book Wonder, which is one of my favorite books that we read in the 5th grade. So I just want you to watch me, listen to me, and see how I follow the 4 steps from the previous slide. So I'm gonna read first. Ordinary. I know I'm not an ordinary 10-year-old kid. I mean, sure. I do ordinary things, I eat ice cream, I ride my bike, I play ball, I have an Xbox. Stuff like that makes me ordinary, I guess. And I feel ordinary inside, but I know ordinary kids don't make other ordinary kids run away screaming in playgrounds. I know ordinary kids don't get stared at wherever they go. If I found a magic lamp and I could have one wish, I would wish that I had had a normal face that no one would ever notice at all. I would wish that I could walk down the street without people seeing me and then doing that look away thing. Here's what I think. The only reason I'm not ordinary is that no one else sees me that way. So, I've learned a lot about the main character, and I'm gonna go back and find some important things that I found out. So in the first sentence, I already know that the main character does not feel like an ordinary 10-year-old kid. And he lists a lot of details and reasons why he doesn't feel that way. And then in the second paragraph, he goes on to say, if I found a magic lamp and I could have one wish, I would wish that I had a normal face, that no one would ever notice at all. And so I've learned 2 very important things about my main character, that he doesn't feel ordinary and that he wishes he had a normal face. And so I'm gonna stop here. I have my evidence highlighted, and then I'm gonna type my gist. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click this, click in the text box, and again, I'm gonna make sure I say less than 10 words. It's just a quick gist, a quick note, and I'm gonna say, main character, MC, does not feel ordinary and wishes he had a different face. So that's exactly 10 words, and that's my gist. So what you are going to do next is you're going to read the next 3 paragraphs, okay? You're going to read the next 3 paragraphs and use the Draw It feature to highlight any important information that answers the questions about the main character or the setting. And then you're going to write your gist using the text box on the side. If you have any questions, you can chat at me in the box.